everyone, sorry if my voice is sounding a little bit different in this video. I'm a little under the weather right now and I've had a sore throat for the past couple of days, but that is not going to stop me from doing one of the videos that I wanted to put up on this channel ever since I started. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 25 facts about me that you probably don't know, and now I just feel like whenever I've watched these in the past, they were like super popular like a few years ago, right? Because I haven't been seeing them a lot lately, but whenever I have like a favorite YouTuber and I watch one of these videos from them, I just feel like I know them even better. But give this a huge thumbs up if you love videos like these. If we get enough, I could probably think of another 25 to do one of these again in the future. But are you guys ready to get to know me a little bit better? Let's start with number 1. I'm an only child. My middle name is Catherine with a K. I'm currently 23 years old, but just in a couple weeks I'm going to be turning 24 on April 4th. My favorite color is purple. This next one's really good because it is favorite food. Now, I have a safety favorite food, and you guys will know why. So whenever I was in college and like we had to break the ice by telling like the class what our favorite food was, I would always go with cupcakes because that is my favorite sweet. But my favorite food, the one thing that I could eat every single day of my life, is cottage cheese. People think it's disgusting, I know, which is why I get like a little bit self-conscious of like telling people like in a college classroom, but yeah, I could live off that stuff. My favorite ice cream is the coffee ice cream from Grater's. You guys know I'm from Cincinnati, so Grater's is like a huge love of mine, but I also love absolutely anything that has like a ton of caramel in it. As far as my favorite TV show, I couldn't narrow it down to just one, but you guys will see a theme with all of these. I love Lifetime shows like Project Runway, Bring It, and Dance Moms, but I also love Face Off, the makeup effects show. I just find that so interesting. Catfish, and just like any baking show, like the Kids Baking Championship, or like, what was it, Master Chef Junior, like all of those I love. I actually broke my arm when I was 3 years old, and it was a pretty bad break. From what I've heard, I don't remember a lot of it, obviously, because I was so young, but I was running around my aunt's house, and I fell on like the leg of a rocking chair, and for me, in my mind, I just picture like the one in the front that sticks up a little bit. So yeah, I had a cast. I had a pink one and then a green one at one point, and if I can find a photo, I'll post it here. But I do have a scar from it. They said it would go away, but it never did, and it's my left elbow, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. But yeah, people ask me about it sometimes, but thankfully I've never had any problem with it since. Speaking of being a kid and growing up, I have never to this day had a TV in my bedroom. That's not like a rule in our family, like it's just something that never happened. And for me, I think my bedroom is more of like a relaxation room, and I don't know, I feel like I would have a TV in it in the future, but for now I like it just the way it is. I have also never moved, and I consider myself very lucky with that because in school and everything, I didn't have to worry about moving, but the one day I do, I'm sure I'll be overwhelmed because I won't know what to expect. I also write in a journal every single night. I started this a few years ago, and I never considered myself like a writer type person, but for me, it really helps clear my mind. If there's anything I want to remember, just getting it down on paper makes me feel so great. I feel like I should be saying the numbers with these, but I'm honestly like losing count, so I don't want to say it and it be wrong. But another one is that I physically like cannot take a nap. I don't know what it is. My mom even said as a kid I wasn't super fond of them. For me, I just feel way worse when I wake up from a nap than before I even take one. And when I go out to eat, I have to have a ton of ice. Like, I have to have the whole cup filled up with ice and then the drink. I don't know why, I just like my drink super cold, I guess, but yeah, tons and tons of ice. The funny thing about that though is the sound that the straw makes when it scrapes the ice. That is like one of my pet peeves. It goes right through me, it gives me chills, so the fact that I want a lot of ice but I hate that sound is kind of weird. My favorite meal though is like chicken and rice. I always make this for myself at home, and everyone kind of makes fun of me because I love garlic also, so I'll use like a ton of garlic, it'll smell up the whole house. But yeah, chicken with like garlic and soy sauce over rice. It's like one of my best dishes, I have to say. Other than that one dish though, I'm not a very good cook, and I wish I was. I've been trying lately and I'm pretty good at following a recipe, but yeah, I just don't consider myself a cook at all. Baking, on the other hand, I absolutely love. Growing up, I did play a lot of sports, which I find funny because right now, I feel like I have no athletic ability, but I played softball the longest, probably starting when I was about 8. My dad even coached our team for quite a while. I also played basketball for a few years, volleyball for 1 year, and I I did cheerlead my senior year of high school. I hate physical exercise though, which is probably why cheerleading was my favorite, because our cheer team, like, it wasn't super involved, let me tell you. But yeah, I physically hate like getting hot, sweating. I know that sounds horrible. I know that sounds like I'm super lazy, but I just can't stand it. Like if I take a bogey for a walk or something, that's like different. But yeah, like going to a gym or going on a run, it just gives me anxiety. And another thing, I am not a super competitive person. So for me, that's when I really got out of softball, and I only played 2 years in high school because everyone was so competitive and I felt like I couldn't make a mistake without people getting mad at me. And for me, it was more about just the experience and having fun. And I feel like when you're on a team, some of the people don't think that way, so that's kind of why I got out of sports a little bit. While I was in school, this is a running joke in my family, but I think all of the stuff I've said up to this point explains why, kind of. So I almost failed gym class when I was probably in like 9th grade, like a freshman. So a little backstory though, because I am just not that lazy, like seriously. I went to a school where you have to dress out for gym class. So that meant you couldn't be in jeans, you could be in shorts or sweatpants. My gym class was the very first class of the entire day, and it was so cold, especially in the gym, and I think I was just being stubborn because, I don't know, I feel like I got along with a lot of my teachers, but this gym teacher just did not like me, so I didn't dress out hardly ever. Whoops. I thought it was ridiculous though, because in our gym class you could either choose to sit out and like write a paper on sports or something, or participate, and the people who wrote and like sat on the sidelines got more points than I did playing in jeans. Like, what the heck? That makes no sense to me. So yeah, I got a D, and that's like one thing that my family to this day and I still joke about. Sticking with the school theme, I was also very, very, very fortunate to have an amazing high school experience, or just school experience in general. I really loved school. I loved the class I was in, but I think that has a lot to do with the class size. I am from a very, very small town, and guys, to put it into perspective, my graduating class was only about 65 people. My favorite subject though was science. I feel like I really excelled in that just because it came kind of easy for me, like chemistry and then also anatomy and physiology. I loved those. As far as what I did after high school, I did go to a community college for a few years to get like a 2-year degree, but my degree is just in liberal arts. I never found what I was supposed to do in college as far as like majors go, which I thought was really weird because I'm somebody who's always enjoyed school. I didn't mind going to college at all. I just never found something that I loved. After that, I did try to go to a 4-year school to get a 4-year degree, but because I went to a community college, it was very, very small and very much what I was used to when like coming from a small high school. So when I went to this bigger university, I freaked out. I really wanted to make it work, but I just felt like I wasn't meant to be there. I was extremely like anxiety ridden. I hated going. It was kind of far from where I was living. And yeah, I dropped out after about 3 weeks. But what can you do? When I dropped out, I knew it was the right decision, and I haven't really gone back to school since, but for me, that's what was right, and I'm just really glad I did that because looking back, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I think we are on the last one though. Hopefully this is 25 because I'm going off a list that I wrote, and I've kind of gone out of order, so I'm a little bit mixed up, but I wanted to tell you guys where I work and what I do because I feel like a lot of you don't know that. So right now, I work at the company where my dad works. He's worked there for about 18 years, I want to say, so it's been a long time, and it's a fairly small company. So for me, it was really nice when I got on there because I've known a lot of the people like literally almost my entire life. I do like little secretary things. I answer phone calls, I take care of inventory and like this new software that we have. So yeah, that's what I do during the week to support myself, but I am off on Thursdays to do exactly this. I really hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about me, and if you guys did, please make sure to give this a huge thumbs up. If there's something I didn't cover in this video, or you just have a question that you want to ask me, please leave it down in the comment section, because when I go to do like another one of these, I'll be sure to like go through your comments and make sure I answer what you guys want to know. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!